Okay, guys, we're here this morning. I'm sorry I'm late. I know. I'm late, everybody. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to hook up. This computer's running crazy. Honestly, we just got some type of news that just happened that made markets jump. Let me see if I can figure out what it is real quick. But, President says Iran has requested a meeting. It will take place tomorrow in Doha, apparently. That news just dropped about 1 minute ago. Again, the U.S. president says Iran has requested a meeting, and it will take place in Doha tomorrow. But I'm sorry, guys. I am at a hotel right now. We are traveling for the summer, for the July 4th. And, yeah, we're here today, guys. We're here. I'm sorry. I can't hear anything through my audio, but good morning. What's up, Deckers, K, Big Slum, Plasma, F, Raven, Bobby, Brian, Raga, Nathan, Easy to Understand, Steve, Glass Half Full, Bogdan, Jono, Serpent, Easy to Understand, I think I said that already, Proxy, Sarge, Rambling, Tank, My Dad's Account, Chavo, Don, Max, Chris, I think I said Steve already, Robert. Robert. Almost at 30,000. We're at 29,750. I can't hear any music that's playing right now. I'm sorry. Test, test. Okay, I know you can hear me. I know the volume sounds bad. I'm gonna get the stream running. Hold on one second. Oh my gosh, dude. How's this sound, guys? I'm sure this is pretty bad sound, right? Yeah, we're here. Sub-zero mode. Yeah, the internet is also not great here. Yeah, teaming. I know you can hear me. I'm sure you can. Hold on. What about now? Okay, there we go. We got it working. Oh my gosh. We got it working. Okay, we're here, guys. I'm sorry. We're here. Now, if I could just get my camera working now, we'd be good to go. But we're here this morning, guys. Bitcoin, honestly, is over 60. Bitcoin is it was over 60. It's now at 59.76. We did have some microchip news over the weekend as well here. Like, I'm going to cover that in a second. Just give me a second. But just to kind of recap everything going on. We can put these up. Dude. All right, can y'all hear me, dude? My mic keeps disconnecting and connecting, but I think we got it working again. But you know how it goes, but we're here. Yeah, so remember, guys, NFP this week is going to be on Thursday. So NFP is on Thursday. The markets are closed early on Friday, and so they pushed back the NFP this week. Tomorrow we do have jolts. I'll have my everything fixed tomorrow. I'm gonna have to just go buy a wired mic, is what this seems like to me. And you guys might not be graced with my beautiful face today. But yeah, crude prices are moving a lot as well here over the weekend. I'm still kind of checking everything. And as long as my internet's working, we're okay. Alright, good. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button. Yeah, I know you can't see my face right now. Honestly, I brought my desktop with me to travel because I thought it would be easier, and apparently it's not. Like... Yeah, I mean, we can get Britt in here too in a second. Maybe he can help me fill the air a little bit, but... View's gonna drop without seeing her face? Yeah, maybe so. Yeah, but I'm seeing news that the Iran military limits the Strait of Hormuz transit to corridor south of Larak Island. Yeah, we did have news that microchips over the weekend is now... Comcast announced plans to separate into two independent companies. We had Samsung and SK Hynix news over the weekend as well. Where's gold at this morning here? Let's take a look at gold. Gold is still right around 4,000. It hasn't really broken down, which is a good thing, but it's still right at 4,000. Where are yields this morning? Let's take a look at yields. Here's 10-year yields. So you can see they're still down net over the last last week or so. Kind of easing back after some, I'm not going to say it was low inflation last week, but it was lower inflation than expected. Old 3K Bitcoin 45,000 easy. Yeah, I mean, again, we do have CB Consumer Confidence, Jolts, Nike earnings tomorrow, and more. And then Wednesday we have the ADP monthly jobs report. All right, let's try to get Britt in here. Hello. Hello, can you hear me, Britt?
Yeah, I've been able to hear you.
Okay, Britt is here, guys. Britt is here. You can't hear my beautiful face, but you can hear Britt's voice, which I think maybe is a good comparison. Britt's voice sounds like my face, maybe. Market's about to break out.
Maybe.
Yeah, here's the NASDAQ here. NASDAQ at 29,703s. Here's the S&P 500. Again, Bitcoin, oil prices are still right around 70, but they're moving because the president is speaking right now. Or the president was speaking earlier. He said gas prices are coming down fast and to report any abuses at the retail level. And so, Brit is too quiet. Is he? Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, audio. Honestly, for a long time this morning, I was running the stream and I couldn't hear anything. So, I couldn't hear anything, and it threw my whole, sound off. I couldn't hear anything. My computer apparently will not connect and play sound through the Bluetooth. It's probably some stupid Windows forced update messing with my drivers is realistically what I think it is. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to buy some, wired headphones or something and make that work. But we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Good morning, guys.
Yeah, we're here. How's Britt's audio? Is Britt's audio good?
They said I was quiet, but I don't know.
Is Britt quiet or loud? Yeah, so overnight in Korea, we had SK Hynix and Samsung make the Kospi index run up last night. So that's one of the big chip news stories that we're seeing is the Kospi index ran some after good SK Hynix and Samsung news. So those are running up a little bit, giving the market some optimism. Look at the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is at 29.7. It's almost back over 3,000, but it's been back and forth a lot. Yeah, AI is telling me nonsense. It said spot gold's at $30 an ounce. Listen, if it's at $30 an ounce, sign me the hell up right now. Where can I buy it? Tell AI, where's that $30 an ounce gold? I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready for it.
I would dump all several $100s of my savings into it.
Honestly, I want to ask you right now, how do you get this so wrong? But yeah, no, South Korea, the news over the weekend for the Kospi index was that South Korea announced a massive AI chip spending plan. Total size is KRW 1,350 trillion, which is about 800 billion US dollars. Some headlines are saying $1 trillion. Over the next year, government briefing chaired by President Lee Jae-myung and Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix at the center of the plan. And so they have three ways they're spending money on semiconductors. Semiconductor fab investment, which is about 520 billion, which is the single largest chunk. Samsung Electronics and SK Hynix planning 2 chip making plants each. And then number 2 would be a packaging hub of about 53 billion worth. Critical HBM production, the AI memory, where we've seen a lot of volatility over the last few days with MU and earnings and all that stuff. MU is still sitting at 1127. So if you look at it, so MU is still up there. It's still trying to make moves. It's at 1127s. And so it's I don't know if anybody would want to buy this dip. Let me know. Do you guys like buying this dip? Where's my coffee at? I need my coffee.
Yeah, chat, where's his coffee? He's asking you.
I believe they took it and they held it away from me.
They did.
But on an hourly chart, we might have a little pullback here in MU. Let's see if it holds. You see how much it's bounced? Let me see if my Epic Pen will work today.
Something's got to work for you.
Honestly, dude, I'm still mad at my computer, bro. I might buy another one just for this, honestly. But
just to spite your computer.
yeah, just to show it. I don't need them. But no, we have the support level at MU right here. You can kind of see it. We bounced there for the last few days. I'm watching this level today, especially in pre-market. See if we like crack underneath that. I think that might, cause some type of influence here. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. But that might cause some type of influence. And that's what I'm looking at. Yeah, $30 an ounce, bro. Again, sign me the hell up, dude. Right now.
Oh yeah, I mean maybe it's predicting the future. You know?
Yeah. Brit's good. He's a little low. Yeah, whatever Brit is, he's gonna have to work. It's gonna have to work today. Not the same see in your face. Yeah, that'll come back tomorrow, guys. Don't you worry. I'll leave you guys in anticipation for tomorrow. But
how do you know they weren't? How do you know they weren't saying it was better?
They might be saying it is better. It might be better. Honestly, I would love to stream this way. Like, dude, I can come here in my underwear and stream. If it was like
that's
this.
what I do. I mean,
yeah. But no, so regarding the AMC, or not the AMC, regarding the Samsung news here and SK Hynix news, it means some memory validation. Like, we've had a lot of worries about memory plays with really good MU earnings, hyperextended MU stock, or hyperextended memory stocks, bottlenecks in HBM production that's made stocks like NVIDIA nervous. Like, NVIDIA's still under $200, guys. So, NVIDIA, which needs the HBM chips from, memory producers like MU and Samsung and SK Hynix, NVIDIA is under $200 a share. To be honest, this still seems pretty cheap. Now, I think the risk for NVIDIA, again, I'm not an investment professional. I'm not liable if you lose money. Don't freaking copy me, okay? But I think there's two ways I'm looking at NVIDIA. I think, number one, long term is probably pretty cheap right here. It's probably pretty cheap. At 190s, I mean, it seems relatively cheap. And let me know if you agree with that, chat. But it seems relatively cheap to me. Number two is that even if it's cheap right now, if we do have some broad microchip crash or correction sometime in the next few years, there's still risks. I still think it's going to be up in the next 10 relative to where it is now. But there's obviously some risks here. But it does seem kind of cheap. Again, chat, let me know if you agree with that.
I think so. And I mean, they have the money to pivot to something else if they need to, I suppose. I mean, but that's also assuming that for some reason they go under or microchips become obsolete, which I doubt.
That's never going to freaking happen. Microchips are not going to go obsolete. They might be rendered.
No, I know.
They might be rendered less useful from like efficient like AI systems and stuff like that. But they're still. We're still going to need chips.
Yeah, that's kind of the point I'm making. Like, I just don't see them going anywhere.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, here's Microsoft. I see people mentioning Microsoft in the chat. Microsoft's actually green on the day. You love to see it. How's Oracle doing? Oracle's still not doing that great. That's all right. Adobe, other software, ServiceNow. So yeah, this is a rebound in software this morning. So software is bouncing back a little bit. Yeah, so South Korea, again, announced an $880 billion AI and semiconductor spending plan over the next 2 years. Or no, I'm sorry, the next 10 years. It's the largest single country AI commitment in history, is what it's being phrased as. So that's a pretty big deal. That's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, I agree.
And again, the last few weeks have been all about memory here. So we'll have to see what happens there. Let me check back on the chat here. Everything is too
See,
expensive. Nvidia going to 170. Many
look at
stocks.
the
Go ahead, Britt.
I was reading, look at the daily volume for Microsoft on Friday. I mean, I don't know. I mean, was the volume particularly high or low? Or...
I'm pretty sure. I'm guessing it was high. Yeah, look at the volume. They're talking about the 26 right here, so you can see. Can y'all see this? Let me make sure. Yeah, y'all can see this volume spike down here.
Yeah.
It did really hold, but yeah. Regarding software, we do have some software moves happening. ServiceNow is up about 10% from Friday. Or was it Friday that ServiceNow ran? Yeah. So software stocks rebounded. The only exception to this rally, it included ServiceNow, Workday, Snowflake, Datadog, Salesforce, Palo Alto, CrowdStrike, and Palantir. The only divergence from this is Oracle. Oracle's still down 2.5 to 3% from last week. And yeah, we'll see if Oracle can. I am in Oracle. I don't want it to not go up, but we'll see what happens here.
I bet you don't.
I would love it to go up, but you know, it's not a huge position. I'm watching 30,000 today if the Nasdaq really starts to pick up some steam, though. So I am watching 30K if the Nasdaq starts picking up some steam. What's up, Boomdoc? I
Oh,
thought
dude. Good morning.
IBM worth a damn today. Yeah, software I'm watching for sure. We'll see if we get anything good there, but yeah, software I'm definitely watching. And again, I'm reading that Hormuz traffic is now slowing down. Over the weekend, we have had some escalating news. It's kind of gone back and forth, but more strikes and more stuff like that. The president did again say this morning that Iran has requested a meeting. It will take place tomorrow in Doha, and this is after I saw some officials overseas there say the opposite, say that we don't have any meetings planned over the next week. So who knows what to believe. But the president did say WTI crude has dropped. Oil prices keep falling. He claims oil prices are now lower than they were before the start of what he called the denuclearization of Iran. He said gas prices coming down fast, report any abuses at the retail level. Now remember, on July 7th, going to SpaceX here, on July 7th, SpaceX joins the NASDAQ 100, triggering an estimated $4 billion in passive fund buying. It also entered the Russell, while the S&P kept its 12-month waiting rule. So it's going to have to wait to join the S&P. We also see news that SpaceX is reportedly in talks with Charter Communications on a consumer wireless service, maybe piggybacking off of like Starlink or something like that. But Axios also reported it kind of late day yesterday that the U.S. and Iran did agree to halt strikes and meet this week, apparently. But then an Iranian official right afterwards, about an hour later, said Iran did not take part in the technical talks slated for Sunday due to recent attacks and unfulfilled conditions.
Dude, I legit think they have a splintered leadership cast. There's got to be like two different sides trying to call the shots because there's just too much back and forth.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's just a lot of leaders there, I'm guessing. So I guess the big question today, I haven't done a poll. Let's do a poll right now. Are you bullish or bearish on today's market, guys? Is going to be the poll. Bull or bear? Are you bullish or bearish on today's market? Let me know. Let me know. What do you guys want to buy right now? What's your favorite asset in markets to buy right now? You can vote on the poll. The poll is now live. The Bulls took an initial jump here, but now the Bears are actually ahead. They're at 53%, 53%. Yeah, but there's two catalysts that I think are moving software. So OpenAI is delaying GPT 5.6 and their IPO. And I can't really blame OpenAI for this because we're in the middle of like a lot of fears regarding AI, especially with everything going on. I mean, prior to MU earnings, it was worse, but you know, delaying the IPO until next year to make sure they have a successful one, I think makes sense. AI being a threat to software, so OpenAI pushing back their IPO is what drove a lot of software stocks to rebound. Essentially, since you know, less AI fears of replacement. You know, the bigger news that we've seen over the last year is software as a service. They call it SaaS apocalypse. AI agents would replace traditional software was the fear. You see stocks like Adobe and ServiceNow and CrowdStrike and all these different things falling over the past few years, really, if we look at it. But because of the AI delays, buying software as a service companies more time to adapt. Again, software companies are rebounding here. And so we'll see what happens. We're watching SpaceX today. NASDAQ sitting here, not really giving us any really good price action, to be honest. We're at 29.7s right now, but we are right at the 200 exponential. And so maybe there's a trade to get in here. Let's see. We had a really good week last week.
You mean a trading week?
Yeah. We made a bunch of money last week, which is good.
Awesome.
Yeah, but we'll see what today brings, honestly. I might buy
Living
this
in the past, John.
I know,
All
man.
that matters today.
I know, that's how I feel, bro. I live in the past, dude. You know. I'll buy a small contract here and see what happens. How's the internet though? Is the internet running clean now? It seems to be running pretty clean, huh? Missing your handsome face today? Yeah, listen, that's how it goes, guys. I'm gonna start
it. Seems to be running pretty well.
Yeah,
from what I can tell.
I'm going to start a separate stream where I show my face and I'm going to charge extra for that. I'm going to charge, $20. Yeah, I see some people saying Meta here. We'll come back to this trade, but I see some people saying Meta. Yeah, Meta up to 560s. It ran last week too for Meta. So you can see Meta starting to bounce back. Almost to 562s right now. So, yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I asked people what they want to buy in markets. I see crypto. Is crypto at the bottom right now? You know, like a lot of people thought 60, 50, like 59s would be the bottom. Is it the bottom? I don't know.
Where's Bitcoin right now? Because I think I have inaccurate information on Bitcoin.
Bitcoin is at 59,867. Right.
Yeah,
now.
I'm apparently looking at like the wrong one, or
what are you looking at?
Outdated or something. It's BITN6. Is that not it? No, that's Coinbase. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not it for sure. If you want to look at Bitcoin, the only thing you can really look at if you have futures up, Brit, you can look at what's called MBT, micro Bitcoin. It's not going to be a perfect price though. It's not going to follow like spot Bitcoin like I'm looking at now. It's going to be the futures contract around Bitcoin. So
it'll be closer than what I had.
Yeah, it'll be better than whatever you're looking at, which I don't know what you're looking at. What is he looking at, guys? Chat, let me know.
So MBT N6 or Q6?
I'm not sure which contract we're on right now. Hold on, I'm in a trade. I'm losing on my trade, guys. It looks like a big candle here, so I'm just gonna get out and wait. We made enough last week to where we can take a little stabs at the market and see what happens here, but bottom will be around September, October. Yeah, if we're going by the 4-year cycle, which basically means 3 years of green, 1 year of red, 3 years of green, 1 year of red. And that's been pretty consistent. It's been pretty consistent. And so going by that, we started this red action in crypto where we pulled back massively like we have in October. And so if we go by the 4-year cycle, Bitcoin might pull back or consolidate until October and then run here. And I think, honestly, if we get a run in October for crypto, it's going to really validate the 4-year cycle. People might start believing it a little bit more, so we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I asked people what they want to buy this morning, and they said crypto, Nokia, Snowflake, AMD, Netflix. How's Netflix doing? I bought some Netflix, I don't know how long ago. It might have been a couple weeks ago. And I think it's rebounded back up from where I bought it, which is good. Bonds long term. Yeah, yields are basically down over the last few days, but 60% bull. Yeah, we're 70% bullish, which is kind of like a anomaly in the chat. Usually we don't go over 60% in anything, 60, 65%. We're 68% right now, bulls, 32% bears. And you can skew these results by just voting on the poll, guys. Vote on the poll. Bitcoin 38,000 would be awesome. You mean retail will start believing more crypto people know the 4 years on track? Yeah. Okay, so MicroStrategy. We've had a lot of news about strategy. A lot of haters about MicroStrategy. And I get it. Honestly, I'm not even. But look, they just had news that just came out. Look at strategy jump up here. Strategy announces digital credit capital framework, authorizes $1 billion in digital credit securities purchases, and a $1 billion Class A common stock repurchase. So you can see Strategy, which has been really falling off, just jumped up to 85s here. How's Stretch doing? Stretch is up to 80, so Stretch is jumping up on this as well. And so some Strategy news here, boosting markets. Bitcoin jumped up a little bit on this news as well here. But where's the NASDAQ? Oh, I don't know what I put in, but that's not the NASDAQ. NASDAQ at 29.7 still. Kind of sitting firm at the 200 exponential. I think I probably could have held that long, but it's okay. ByteDance is reportedly looking to finalize the design of its new in-house CPU by early next year, according to SCMP reports. Got to see if Jim Cramer is bullish. Oh no, that means a red day, too many bulls. Do you listen to the poll, guys, or do you inverse the poll results? Let me know. Strategy has cash reserves to offset their position. I want to buy Robinhood if it stays over 99. Does anybody want to buy gold at these current levels? Gold at 4,059s here.
I would like it a little cheaper, but I don't know if how much lower it's going to go.
Yeah. I'm seeing people say fade the poll. Fade the poll. Hey, what's up, Boo Boo the Bear? Inverse for sure.
I want to do it again, but I'm not going to. Like every time I see that name, I feel the need to do
Sly,
Yogi.
yeah, or Yogi,
or
yeah.
Sly. Same thing. Honestly, it's almost the same voice, same intonation, anyway.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Faye? Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, gold jumping up to
Okay.
40, 60s as well here. I might trade some golds. Where's oil at? Yeah, but Strategy, guys, is jumping up on that news again. Just if you just now joined us, look at Strategy jump 87s right now. The news on Strategy is that they announced a digital credit capital framework and authorized $1 billion digital credit securities purchase and $1 billion Class A common stock repurchase here. And look at them go. So some Strategy news this morning. We'll see what happens, but they're moving a little bit at the very least. Let's see if they keep moving here. But yeah, on Capital Framework, they also approved Bitcoin monetization program to generate up to $1.25 billion for its reserve, which stood at $2.55 billion as of June 28th. Interesting. But yeah, one of the big news that honestly it didn't really, I think markets aren't really caring as much about like geopolitics, because the president did say Iran has requested a meeting. It will take place tomorrow in Doha. But markets jumped a little bit. I saw oil move some from this, but it wasn't like a crazy news release.
Sorry.
I was just gonna say, and then 2 hours ago, somebody from there said that's not true. Basically, no technical talks with the U.S. plan this week. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. XRP. There's no music. Oh, there's music. I think I just turned it down. There's music. There you go. Now let me know if y'all can hear it.
It's nice if they do talk. I mean, especially in light of like some very fire and brimstone stuff that was said yesterday. But you just never know what's actually happening, because every time one side says something, either the other side refutes it, or the same side comes out and refutes it like almost immediately.
No, 100%. And look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin jumped over 60K on that news as well here, so it's helping. It's helping, but yeah. Mosh Stock says no music is better. What's up, Mosh? How you doing, bro? They will meet in Doha. Trust me, bro. Trust is, if there's one thing, you're a beacon of trust, Bogdan. You're a beacon of trust, you know? My daughter just looked at me with side eyes here. Camera's not working.
Oh, yeah.
So they can't see it. They can't see what I see, you know?
They don't see the trust that you see, huh, John?
Right, the trust. It emits from me. The conflict is not over by any stretch. Yeah, probably not. The beacon of trust. That's right. The
To be fair, she always side eyes you.
she really does always side eye me. I swear, every time I look at Maddie, it's a side eye. But no, so I see some people asking what the Bitcoin news is. The Bitcoin news is probably piggybacking off of the strategy news, which have become incredibly correlated. Again, strategy announces digital credit capital framework authorizes $1 billion digital credit securities purchase and 1 billion Class A common stock repurchase. And this is what's boosting strategy. Bitcoin running on this news. Look at it. It's up to 60.6 thousand now. It was under 60 before this news released. So we'll see what happens. We did have some upgrades and downgrades though. Where's the... I could trade micro Bitcoin in futures. But yeah, oil's still where it was last week. The S&P 500 is climbing a little bit, but it's flat as well. Most of this is just riding the 200 exponential. So if you look at the 200 EMA here, we're just kind of bouncing off of that over and over again in the S&P. This is why I look at it on a 1-minute chart specifically, because algorithms mess with it. So again, we in other software news though, again, software ran a little bit at the end of last week. But we did have Adobe and Salesforce downgraded at Philips Securities. So we do have some software downgrades, but maybe that's like a bigger bet on AI. And again, we did have news over the weekend moving the Kospi index. $1 trillion AI plan is now here, they say. So South Korea announced $1 trillion. It's anywhere between 880 billion and $1 trillion. Some headlines are saying it's $1 trillion. Over the next 10 years, it's the largest AI spending plan for any country in history so far. Again, Samsung and SK Hynix at the center of the plan. The government briefing chaired by President Lee Jae-myung. And, we'll see if this boosts some stocks this morning. Again, here's MU.
Yeah, I'm looking at one article. It says their private public investment totals nearly $1.2 trillion.
Yeah, that's a big spending plan. Stretches up. Yeah, stretches up. Oh, sorry, Bert. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's what some people say. It just says here, it's a one-time opportunity, so they're basically betting it all and betting the farm, so to speak.
For sure, yeah. I think it's probably a good move. I see Faye say, have you heard any news on other Mag 7s downgraded to accommodate them changing the rules for SpaceX IPO entry criteria? I've heard some stuff like that. I don't know if I buy it, but I've heard some stuff like that. SpaceX back up though, and I'm happy for it. I'm in SpaceX. I want SpaceX to go up. It's at 157s right now, so we're at 157s for SpaceX, and we'll see if it holds. I see Reuters reporting that CoreWeave Area launches an AI research iteration agent and autonomous research and collaboration intelligence. So let's see what CoreWeave is doing. CoreWeave is up to back up to almost 100 here, but they've been really big range but sideways. How's AMD doing? Honestly, dude, I might buy some Nvidia here. I don't know. I'm thinking about buying some Nvidia. Should I buy Nvidia right here, guys? Yes or no? Right now. Should I buy Nvidia here? Yes or no? What do you guys think?
I think I'm not an investment professional. Don't copy me.
Don't copy me. I'm definitely not an investment professional, guys. I'm definitely not liable. If you lose money, it ain't my fault, is what I'm saying here. But I think I'm going to pick some up just a little bit. Let me get this ready.
Didn't it briefly dip under 190s last week?
I don't know if it got that low. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see if it lets me. Yeah, we bought a little bit just now. We'll see what happens here. I don't mind taking a little piece of Nvidia real quick. We'll see which way this goes. Should I buy Nvidia, guys? Buy it, you clown. I mean, I feel attacked, but that's okay. That's what I'm here for. Yes. Look at your NASDAQ long. Yeah, we did bounce. 200 exponential, guys. Buy Intel instead for lols. The average IQ of an XRP shiller is 40. Nvidia's on sale. Yeah, that's how I feel about it too, Unhinged. We need your funds to push MU, bro. You done bought it. I know, Max. I did. What's up, brother? Hope you're doing good, Max. White House Levitt says Iran should sign U.S. deal. You know, it's kind of hard to follow this, though. You know, like, okay. They say Trump retains the right to use military if needed. Trump wants peace process to play out. Witkoff and Kushner will attend the meeting in Doha, apparently. Technical talks will be held on the sidelines of high-level talks. And Levitt says Iran should sign the deal. Buy IBM. You doing good, bro? Or doing good, bro? Give me your credit card. I'm going to buy some NVIDIA. You are not a clown if you buy it. Bro, I just bought it and I'm here to tell you, I'm still a clown, okay? I bought it and I'm still a clown, all right? Self-professed clown over here, all right? Ask my daughter, she knows. Funniest person in the house, for sure, you know?
What you guys don't know is John literally is a clown. He does, you know, he does parties on weekends.
Right, I literally am a clown, you know? My icon growing up was Ronald McDonald.
Dude, mine was Bozo.
Well, I think if Bozo the Clown and Ronald McDonald fought, Ronald's winning that all day, bro. Ronald's winning that all day.
Probably, but only because he's been sparring with Grimace.
That's true. And the Hamburglar, you know. Yeah, that's true. What happened to the camera? I'm traveling right now, dude, and my computer apparently is just weird. I have to use wired headphones, and so it's a mess.
Wired.
I know, dude. Listen, first world problems. You know, I could probably fix my camera right now if I really work hard at it.
Oh no.
I was terrified of clouds. I was never scared of clouds. Not really.
I wasn't either, but I never found them entertaining either.
No, I didn't either. I just kind of felt bad for him most of the time.
I do have vague recollections of watching the old Bozo the Clown show though when I was like 3 or 4 years old.
Yeah. I remember that Nickelodeon show, Are You Afraid of the Dark? They had some clown episodes that were good.
Oh, yeah, they did. How could they not?
Yeah. Now we need Blazin to generate an AI John clown meme. Yeah. Definitely. I like Homie to Clown. Is that a real thing? Who's that?
Yeah, dude, that was from In Living Color. That was Damon Wayans. It was really funny.
Oh, yeah. Kids got scared of clowns. Yeah, Mosh knows. John sounds like he's mid-toke sometimes. Bro.
What are you insinuating? How dare you?
I know, dude. What are you talking about, man? I'm in a hotel room with my entire family right now. In one room. They didn't have a suite. It's just one room. I know, Faye. I'm sorry. Palantir and NVIDIA partner up for U.S. government. Yeah, I think I did see the Palantir news. Let me check that. But yeah, a lot of this software rebounding, memory still a big watch. If you look at SanDisk here, SanDisk is still at 2100s, although a lot of this have pulled back from the big mania they were in on Thursday. SanDisk hit 2380s on Thursday, 2380s. It sounds
gracious.
It sounds like this hotel Wi-Fi is keeping it up though, dude. It seems all right. I'm running like 40 upload speed here. There's like 40 megabits per second. So yeah, so we did have Palantir news over the weekend. Palantir and NVIDIA are announced an expanded AI partnership specifically targeting U.S. government agencies, which is kind of what Palantir does anyway. It combines NVIDIA's AI platform and Micron open models with Palantir's AIP, designed for classified, air-gapped, and sensitive environments. It's big news considering that OpenAI government restrictions from last week. And if we look at Palantir here, Palantir's been on a slump, but it's back up to 117s today, but it hit almost the hundreds. It dropped down to 105s. So it did hit almost the hundreds. Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jay? Hope you're doing good. I was late today, so Jay is allowed to be late because I was late today.
Yeah, but you were fashionably late, you know.
You know, I was late, but you know, it wasn't my fault, guys. It wasn't my fault.
Sounds like excuses. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
I know how troublesome, hotel Wi-Fi can be.
Yeah, I'll get it up. I'll get it up and fixed later. You know. Yeah, maybe we'll start to see some rebounds. It's honestly a big week. It's not a small week. So remember, guys, tomorrow we have Jolt's job openings. So we have Jolt's job openings tomorrow. Another jobs report. Another jobs release. We also have NFP data Thursday. We have the ADP monthly report, I believe, on Wednesday as well. So after today, guys, every single day in markets has some type of big catalyst and report. Outside of today. Today's the only slow day. Did we get any news that just happened? Let me see. We got a little green candle here. Let me check.
The heck?
NEC director Hassett. This happened a few minutes ago. But he said once the straight traffic is really moving, prices will go down further. Tasnim also writes that Iran rejects linking the Strait of Hormuz oversights to Oman. And Senator Tim Scott and Bill Hagerty are reportedly proposing legislation aimed at securing AI supply chains would let U.S. block AI tech from overseas and other countries. But market's kind of flat right now. I mean, it really is. You know, not really a lot going on. I did buy a little bit of Nvidia earlier. We'll see how that goes. But is Bitcoin still running up? I mean, we did have the strategy news earlier. Yeah, Bitcoin's still back up almost to 61s again. Thoughts on gold? I think gold is probably cheap long term. Short term, I don't know what it's going to do because gold has been fading. I think gold could drop down to like 3,500s. Here's gold right here. It's at just over 4,000. I think it could drop down to 34, 34s, 35s, maybe like 38s. And then people are going to be more optimistic and start buying it up potentially. It also depends on what yields do. Like, remember, guys, yields have such an influence over gold lately. The higher yields are, the less people want to buy gold. And so gold is one of those things that has been really teetering back and forth, up and down, but really down over the last little bit just because, you know, yields have been volatile in this recent environment. We got Warshed at the Fed, a new Fed member. We have relatively strong job numbers, but inflation is still over 4%. You know, even though it came in what a lot of people would consider slightly better than expected. And speaking of jobs, Hassett just said that indicators point to another strong jobs report this week. So we'll see if we get another strong jobs report this week. We do have a jobs report basically every single day this week after today. So after today, we have a jobs report every single day this week. So it's a relevant thing. It's a relevant thing. Yeah, SpaceX joining NASDAQ. When is it? It's July 6th, July 9th. Yeah, July 9th. Or no, wait. Was it? I think is it July 8th? Let me look. I know it's sometime next week specifically. I'm sure the chat's already answered, but I'm looking it up right now. I think it's either the 6th or the 9th.
What I can see, nobody's answered yet.
Chat, when does SpaceX join the NASDAQ? It doesn't join the S&P for a year. It's already in the Russell, I think, but... Source, trust me, bro. Yeah. You're a beacon of trust.
I'm always suspicious when somebody says, trust me.
Yeah, you should be, probably.
Would I lie to you? It's like, I don't know. I don't know you.
Yeah. And again, guys, will jobs come in stronger or weaker than expected this week? We got a lot of jobs reports. And honestly, we've seen some back and forth with jobs. The last report, I think, was strong. I think the last few reports have been strong. But
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to short the 200 exponential move down to the... I'm going to try to short the 200 exponential here. Or short down to the 200 EMA. We're green so far here.
Hey, I'll be back in just a second.
Okay. But yeah, I want to see if this breaks down. July 7th. Okay, I was wrong. July 7th at 8:30. Okay, that'll be a big day. What is that? July 7th is next Tuesday. All right. So yeah, July 7th. All right, so we're shorting the NASDAQ. I want this 200 exponential level, and I can try to hold this break even if it doesn't work. But we're green so far on it. Looks like SpaceX joined NASDAQ. Okay. You should short gold instead, Steve says. You might not be wrong, brother. You might not be wrong. Shorting the NASDAQ definitely comes with some risk right now, but look at this candle. Hold on. I'll take half off here. Look at this candle. I think I just got lucky and caught some news, is what this looks like to me. Let's see. Any news that just came out? I mean, it's not a big move, but it's a quick move. So it might be news, it might not be. Arguments for rate hike right now are not so strong. Indicators point to another strong jobs report, according to Hassett. Yeah, well, it depends on what inflation does here. Strong jobs might make people worried about inflation, so we'll see what we get on that front. John put up a photo of Chuck Norris. You guys look alike. Bro, if there's anybody I don't look like, it's Chuck Norris. I got the karate skills of Chuck Norris, though. But, you know, the jiu-jitsu skills of Chuck. Yeah. But, rest in peace to the man. Kashkari says 1 rate hike this year. Speaking of this, I'm in a trade, but let's go ahead and look at the rate odds today. So let's go ahead and take a look here, take a peek at the rate odds. I'm in a short. Yell at me if it goes long. Okay.
We'll be back.
Okay. I've got coffee snobs at my house. Coffee snob. Both of them.
Their nose up at your coffee.
Both of them looked at me when I said that. Like, how could you do this? They can't see you right now.
I know, it's alright. The coffee at the hotel is like yellow water.
She says the coffee at the hotel is yellow water. It did look a little clear when I poured it this morning.
Yeah, it's not good.
Well, all they need to do is rename it tea, and you'll be fine.
Yeah, Britt says they rename it tea, you'll be okay. Yeah.
I'm good.
Bring me coffee.
I don't want any tea.
Look, I want artisan coffee when y'all get back. Like, I'm going to give you guys a rating. If it's not over 7, y'all are both fired. Okay? Remember this. Remember this.
Black coffee?
Yeah, just black coffee.
Alright.
All right, love you.
Good morning to you guys, by the way.
They're gone.
Fine.
Yeah, so rate cut odds rate hike odds are still 30-70. We're still 70-30 for rate hike odds. Where's my trade? Guys, you were supposed to tell me. The only one was Sarge. Alright, so we're basically flat. I did take profit here, so it's not going to go red. Like, I'm not going to lose money on this trade. But,
I love watching the chat yell at you. Like, I can't hear them, but I know they're yelling.
I can feel the anger, you know?
No, just Sarge, the trade, the trade.
Honestly, I appreciate it, Sarge. I really do, you know? I mean, I see Sarge jump in here and do exclamation point BGT just to see if we're doing a giveaway, even when we're not. But I can appreciate, you know, him being on top of it. I can appreciate it.
At least he tried.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I can appreciate it, dude. I can appreciate it.
The rest of the chat was just like watching and snickering at you.
Yeah, they almost wanted it to happen.
I know.
All right, we're back green here. So we got a bounce. I just want to see if we go back to the 200 EMA. We're in a really range market, and so I'm not taking big size. I'll hold the rest mostly flat. But we'll see what kind of rates we get. Should we raise rates this year is a question, guys. Should we raise rates? Should we raise this year?
I don't know. Honestly, I kind of ADD'd on you. What did you say the odds were?
30% chance of a rate hike as of now. I'm sure odds makers have it a little bit different, but about 30% chance of a hike this year.
I'll even try to guess on that. As quickly as those odds get adjusted.
Yeah, it all has to do with geopolitics, oil, jobs. You know, there's a lot of variables. All right, so question is, do they raise in July? No, I mean, we got a 30% chance. A situation in which we might raise in July, I still don't think we're going to. I don't think Warsh is going to be on that. I don't think he's going to feel rate hikes. Like, I don't think he's going to want rate hikes. I think a situation where we might raise in July would be if we, as an example, have more escalation in the Middle East, higher oil prices. All right, I'm going to cut the rest of this flat right here. But if we have higher oil prices and we have strong job reports and inflation continues to increase, you know, we start to see yields obviously go up, and you know, maybe we'll raise. But even then, even if we get more escalation, even if we get stronger jobs, even if we get higher inflation, I do not think Warsh, and it's not just up to him to clarify, but I don't think we're going to get rate hikes next meeting. Maybe if we continue to see that trend for a few months, you know, the meeting after next, in September, I'm assuming, is when the next meeting is going to be after that. Maybe in that situation we get rate hikes. Maybe. And that's a big maybe. You know, even then, even if we get those things, there's still a chance that we're not going to raise and that we'll just pause indefinitely until things settle down in their mind. So look at yields, it just spikes up. Yeah, let me pull up 2-year. Let me pull up 2-year treasury yields. Yeah, yields did just jump up here. I mean, they jumped up over the last like 15 minutes here, but could be on Hassett's comments, could be on more escalating news here. I don't know, but I did see yields jump. Interesting. 2-year yield specifically. Contrarian take. Warsh is hoping the conflict ends and prices come down. He's praying this happens, removing the pressure to raise rates. Yeah, I mean, I believe that as well, for sure. Raising would be a mistake. The jobs are part-time and temporary. Yeah, a lot of people are speculating that they're from a lot of different things, specifically summer jobs. You know, we got the World Cup going on, and so maybe they're assuming that, you know, we're getting some stuff from, you know, some seasonal jobs. Maybe I could have held this short, but I think we got out-greed on the trade. How's Bitcoin doing? Is Bitcoin still trying? There's Bitcoin. Bitcoin at 60,350s here. I mean, of course I want the US to win. 65% chance of bears today. Yeah, we honestly have 67% bulls in the chat. We did have mostly bears for a little while, but as the votes rolled in, most people are voting for now bullish on the day. I don't know. I think it could go either way. I think markets are green already in the morning. We did get good AI spending news. The $1 trillion Korean news is good for AI, obviously, but hey, what's up, Kato? Good morning. Raising rates cannot save a broken supply chain, nor can save conflict. Yeah, I did see the news about Iran denying that meetings were taking place. I saw that for sure. But again, the president says meetings are happening tomorrow in Doha. I guess, you know, a question for the chat, since we're hearing this, is, are we meeting with them in Doha? You know, I do believe that part of the quote regarding us not meeting with them was technicals, like technicals. So there's a chance we meet them, we just don't talk about technicals in the meeting.
Better question for me is, where is Doha?
Trump is the cutest man on earth. Like the chat would know. yeah, I agree. Taco announced peace deal before market opens as these long breaking news. Yeah, maybe. I mean, the last real news we had was Hassett speaking here. He said,
I'm sorry, whether you like them or not, objectively, that's just I just don't agree with that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna go into it. You know,
I'm just look. I'm pretty cute, okay, but like I can at least say I'm not the cutest man on earth.
Doha is the capital of Qatar. Yeah, I know.
Okay. I did not know.
You
know, I mean, usually, I know a lot of those kinds of things. I did not know that one, so I was genuinely asking. Thank you.
Yeah, we get a new meeting every week. Yeah, for sure.
John's the cutest man on earth, according to me, apparently, in the chat. You're pretty cute, John. I've got to say. I don't know about cutest man on earth, but
I don't know. I'd give it to me. You know,
you're cute. In the words of Ernest Borgnine in Red, you got cute hair.
Yeah. John is handsome, not cute. Y'all get out of here with this, bro. I see what y'all are doing in here. Like, y'all stop it. John's
blushing, you guys. If y'all could see him, you would see the blush.
Right, that's why there's no camera today. I knew I would blush today. Bitcoin wasn't a scam for me. Bought at 1,200 and 6,500. Yeah, I mean, Bitcoin, you know, it's doing some stuff. Nasdaq's not. Looks like I got out of that short just in time, though. So we made money on the short. It wasn't a lot, but we made some money here. Right, Doe. Freaky morning stream, yeah, bro. Y'all get your mind out the gutter here. Faye can see me blushing from here. I know, you can see it. You can see it. Bitcoin forever. I gotta change the topic. Where's the bottom for Bitcoin, guys? Where's the bottom for Bitcoin? I don't like it.
That did just go really weird.
I know, I don't like it at all. I don't like compliments. Y'all stop it, man. I don't like it at all. Where's the bottom for Bitcoin? This is a better question for the chat right now. You could also do that, or when does the NASDAQ break 30K again? Will it be today? Will it be later this week? I think a lot of it is going to depend on the job reports we got coming. You know, we do have multiple job reports coming this week. 45,000 Bitcoin, 44 to 45, 58K. I think 59 was the bottom until October. So you think we basically range or move up from now until October? I don't know. If you go by the 4-year cycle, you know, we could get anything, to be honest here. Under 40 if he does the previous bear market. Space rotation. Ghost stream. I'm not trying to not have my camera up today, guys. Again, I'm at a hotel. I'm trying, guys. I'm trying. The bottom will be whatever the heck is in October, because a lot of people are going to be staying short not long until October, specifically because of the 4-year cycle theory. Yeah. It hits 55,000 and then bounces. I mean, right now we just have a range day. In the NASDAQ, you can kind of see we got like a little rangy day here in the NQ. I've been kind of capitalizing on that range. But again, yields are still up this morning. SK Hynix, Samsung, and more are moving because of the $1 trillion spending plan now that Korea has with AI. We did buy a little bit of Nvidia earlier today. Here's 10-year yields. 10-year yields aren't really moving that much, though. But 2-year yields are running. Relief rally until August. Maybe one more bounce to 68. It's like one synchronistic retail strategy. Broadcom. Yeah, Broadcom back up to 373. It's still down enough from, like, you can see where it had earnings back here in early June. It hasn't really come back, though. And so it's bounced back a little bit today. And software has as well. Here's ServiceNow. It's back up. You know, you can see Microsoft back up a little bit. You can see Adobe rebound last week. So software is bouncing back some. Again, this mostly has to do with OpenAI pushing back their IPO. People are worried software is going to replace, AI is going to replace software. And so with pushback AI IPO like OpenAI, which is really one of the biggest names in AI, people are more optimistic now in software not getting replaced as quickly. The bear thesis still remains, I think, but yeah. 4-year cycle, only 3 data points.
Yeah, that's what I kept. Well, I've asked that a couple of times, Max and whoever else is talking about it, and everybody seems to tell me, I mean, like, it's established enough.
Which one?
The 4-year pattern.
Yeah, it's happened multiple times, and that's why I was saying if it happens again, like if we start to run in October, I think it's going to really validate it in a lot of people's minds, and we might see even bigger runs for Bitcoin and crypto. You know, I'm not saying we're going to run. You guys know me. I'm not an investment professional. I have no idea what Bitcoin's going to do, but if we start to run in October, it might really kind of snowball from there is what I think. And that's a big if, you know, but I think, you know, it'll validate another example of the 4-year cycle, and then people are going to have a more long-term view of the 4-year cycle, and it's just going to validate it, I think, if it happens.
Yeah. I mean, granted, I don't know nearly enough about this to make a guess, I suppose, but I tend to agree with Sam, honestly.
Yeah. And speaking of Bitcoin, I mean, we did have the strategy news this morning boosting things. Honestly, though, Stretch is supposed to stay pinned to 100. It's still at 80s. And so, you know, what's it down? It's down 20%. It's down 25% relative. Yeah, it's down 20% relative to where it should be. We weren't even close to real AI. Yeah, for sure. My Solana bros. I want to take a trade. What's the trade today? What should I trade right now? What asset are you guys trading today? Here's gold. People are telling me to trade gold, and gold's moving better than the NASDAQ is. I don't know if we still have like easy movement for gold though, but it is gold rejected right there at the VWAP though.
Jesus, Sam. I mean, like I said, I do tend to agree with you, but that was very strong.
Short the S&P now. Yeah, well, Sam's a strong guy. You know.
I know. I can tell.
Yeah, we're at 7400s for the S&P. I mean, it is retesting the 200 exponential, and so it does look like it could break down here. All right, so I said what assets should I trade? Bitcoin, gold, Bitcoin's dumping. It's still up though. Trade SpaceX. I'm in SpaceX. I don't know if I'm going to trade SpaceX. I'm holding it though, but I don't know if I'm going to trade it. Palantir and Snowflake already. Taco stocks. Circle, Coinbase, Strategy, BMNR, and IBIT ETF. Yeah. I'm still looking at Nvidia though, dude. Nvidia seems cheap long term here. Take a look at it. No such thing as the 4-year cycle.
Well, it's like watching the chat bicker amongst each other like they're a bunch of like siblings.
Yeah, I mean, I think with the 4-year cycle though, it really is going to depend on. It's kind of like technicals in trading, right? Like patterns in trading only work because other people think they work, right? Like if everybody thinks the stock's going to buy or an asset's going to bounce, what happens? People buy it and it bounces. And so
kind of a perception is reality kind of thing.
Yeah, it's self-fulfilling. And so the question you have to ask, number one, it depends on the halving. I saw people mentioning this earlier. This is going to reduce the supply from proof to work, you know, like mining capabilities. And so supply and demand, just like oil has been shooting up in price from lack of supply. Same thing will happen with Bitcoin, which is why the 4-year cycle works. But even if you take that dynamic out of it, if everybody thinks it's going to bounce in October, you know, we might get a bounce just from everybody thinking it's going to bounce here. You got, you know, it is all perception. You know, the market in general, not even just crypto, but markets in general are built on mass psychology anyway. And so, you know, we'll see what happens. Let me see where. Here's the S&P. Yeah, honestly, good short idea. Faye said to short the S&P, and it's starting to fall here. NASDAQ is also starting to dip down as we speak.
They tried to tell y'all.
Yeah. Look, NASDAQ at 29,660s here. Self-fulfilling prophecy, eh? Yep. But yeah, nice job, Faye. Good call. I didn't take it, but I should have taken it. If you could trade micro Bitcoin, John, trade it in a short at New York Open. Dude, I don't know if I want to short crypto at the New York Open, my friend. We'll see, though, dude. Maybe I will. Hey, what's up, Jin? Nvidia buy-in below 190. I mean, I think I can kind of average into it long term and still be okay. That's kind of my idea here, is to just kind of slowly average in. They always say the 4-year cycle is broken. Overnight squeeze, trap longs. My course on sale, just $97. Use code FHIP. Use code FAY. You know. Rip Chuck Norris. Dude, honestly, I grew up on the movie Sidekicks. And you gotta understand, growing up in the 90s, every kid wanted to be a ninja. Every kid wanted to do karate. You know, I had a karate book. You know, like every kid idolized Chuck Norris in the 90s, bro. I don't care who you were. Chuck Norris was a gangster, you know. Usually.
Yeah, he was. Sidekicks was great. Randy Cellini, you know, remember him?
Yeah. Yeah. Usually inversing the masses, in my experience, suddenly leaves me to surprise rather than sudden volatility spikes. Yeah, buy the rumor, sell the news, maybe. Three Ninjas, a great movie. Honestly, yeah, I tried to watch Three Ninjas with my son.
It's terrible.
It is so bad, dude. I loved it as a kid, yeah. Though. I loved it as a kid.
Me too.
But it's so bad, dude. It's so bad. Yeah.
Honestly, I mostly loved the dude that played the grandpa. He was funny.
That dude was flipping and diving all over the place. So unrealistic, but, you know, I still like it.
That was great. Just doing like jumping front flips and like back flipping into the woods and stuff.
Yeah. Ooh, hotel coffee, be careful. Honestly, bro, it's kind of crazy. My wife said the same thing. My wife's a travel warrior. So when we travel, she worries about everything, you know? And she literally told me not to drink the coffee because there's rumors that people do all this weird stuff with the coffee. I don't know, man.
They do. I mean...
Yeah.
I've never worked in a hotel, but I know if I did,
yeah,
I would probably replace people's coffee with cheaper coffee or something.
I had a black and white hardback karate book, nothing but sideburns and pictures of feet. Yeah, and I had one of those karate books too that I rented from the library. And I thought I was a karate master for reading this book. I was like, you know what? I know karate now. You know, nobody better mess with me. I know karate now. You know, I read this book and now I'm a karate expert in Little John's eyes. You know.
Well, I've taken a 6-week course in Rex Kwon, you know, so I'm pretty tough.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna jump in a short right here. You know, I think I'm gonna jump in a short right here. Short-term moving average, breakdown under the 200 exponential. I'm gonna add some to this here and see if we get some pullbacks here. I'll take 4 if we get it. I've got 3 right now. I'd like to add more. All right, so we're in 4 now. I didn't quite sleep the best, and I'm just looking at the volume profile. I don't know if that was a good short based off of the volume profile, in all honesty. I'll give it a second, though. We'll see what happens. All right, so now we're starting to flush. Let's see if we break down some more. Delivery numbers drop today for Tesla? Do they really? No, I think they drop in a few days. They usually drop on like the 3rd or the 2nd of the month. I don't think they come out today. Maybe I'm wrong though. Yeah, they usually drop. No, they don't come out today. They usually drop like at the end. You gotta wait for the quarter to end. The quarter's not technically over yet. All right, so I'm gonna take a little bit off of this trade now. There we go. But yeah, Tesla delivery numbers in after the quarter ends. Quarter doesn't end until the end of this month, right? So we still got it. Like I'd say that they're gonna come out like July 2nd, like Thursday or something, or maybe. Like I gotta look at the dates this week. Yeah, they're probably going to come out like Thursday, or they might come out like Monday. They could come out Friday as well, but I don't know.
just could come out one of these days of the week.
Yeah, they could come out anytime over the next 6 years, you know. Yeah, I've been
just like you hedging your bets like that. Could come out Monday, Friday, Wednesday.
Well, it's a shortened holiday week. Yeah, I got to cut the trade. I think I actually lost some money on that. I don't have the Midas touch. I got some type of touch, but it's not the minus one. I kind of like no camera here. I could prop my feet up, dude. You know, my hair can look crazy.
But we already saw your hair this morning. It looks good.
Well, it's short. I got a cut, but
I know. I could tell.
yeah. Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, I notice things about people I care about. What do you notice, John?
I don't notice much, bro. First week of July. Yeah, but it's a shortened holiday week. Remember, guys, we have payrolls. Out of all the comments, dude, out of all the comments in the chat, they decided to delete Javas, which was completely innocent. You know, like look at all these comments right now. They're like, you know what? All these comments can stand. Java, this is too much, and they delete Java.
What did Java say?
He said Benzinga said the first week of July.
What the heck?
A completely innocent, you know, quote. I'm sorry, Java. I didn't do it, bro. I didn't do it. Tesla delivery numbers expected July 2nd. Okay, so they're coming out. Wait, tomorrow's Tuesday and it's the 29th. That's not right. So it's Thursday. Yeah, they're coming out Thursday. I should have held this short, by the way, guys. Justice for Java. Yeah. Now, it looks like they'll come out, like I said, Thursday makes sense. Which we're also going to get NFP data 30 minutes before that. Tesla delivery numbers always come out at 9 a.m. So Thursday, that means we'll have NFP data at 8:30. And then at 9 o'clock. Yeah, I should have held, big dog. I should have held, bro. I should have held. Weird, yeah. Yeah, remember, guys, crypto ran a little bit this morning, specifically on news that Strategy news specifically here. Strategy announces digital capital framework authorizes $1 billion digital credit securities purchase and $1 billion Class A common stock repurchase. So that boosted Bitcoin and Strategy. They're still a freaking mess, dumpster fire right now. Specifically, Strategy is. Stretch is depinned from 100 like it should be. It's at 80s. But that news is boosting things right now.
U.S. dollar surges towards strongest month in nearly a year as global investors seek safety. The U.S. dollar is on track to post its biggest monthly gain in almost a year, supported by stronger economic data, resilient treasury yields, and increased demand for safe haven assets.
Yep. Yeah, dollar boosting up for a lot of reasons. One of them, again, I always tell people this correlation. I try to make people understand these correlations, but when people buy bonds because yields are up, if yields are up, what does that mean? It means bonds are paying out more. How do they buy those bonds? If you're in another country, you know, as an example, and you want to buy U.S. bonds, how do you do it? You got to use the U.S. dollar for it. What does that mean? It boosts the dollar some. Although yields are down a little bit, but I think the dollar got up to like 102s. The Dixie at least got up to almost 102s back mid last week. So maybe we're just going to have a choppy range today and we're going to unlock volatility at the opening bell. What was the news? The news on Strategy was that Strategy announced to get a digital credit capital framework and authorized $1 billion digital credit securities purchase and $1 billion Class A common stock repurchase. Is what happened. It boosted Strategy. It boosted Bitcoin. It boosted Stretch, which is, you know, connected to Strategy. Whew, dude, man, we did a 10-hour drive yesterday. It was no fun at all. No fun at all.
I'd rather do that than what I was doing.
Honestly, bro, I just hate the airport. Like, I refuse to take the airport. Like, every time I've gone to the airport the last 2 years straight, it's been a freaking mess. Flights get delayed and canceled, and then that triggers other cancellations in the future flights that we had scheduled. And then it just turns into an absolute freaking mess. Real quick, though,
yeah.
NASDAQ is starting to fall here. I don't think this is news. Let me make sure. Go ahead, Britt. Sorry, I'm going to check news real quick.
Me too.
I don't see anything.
I don't either. No, I was just going to say I agree with you on the whole airport thing. Like, I know it was a long drive, but still, like, I just find even when you're not flying very far, you got to get there like hour and a half, 2 hours early. The flight may or may not be delayed. It ends up being like a 7 or 8 hour ordeal, regardless. So you might as well just drive.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's honestly our logic. We almost took a train. Yeah, we almost took a train. No private jet, my friend. Not yet, bro. That's coming soon. The nasdaq is just incredibly sideways right now. It looks weak though. I mean, it looks bearish short term. But I don't think it's super high edge.
To throw this out there, I've heard it's much cheaper to charter one and carpool with a bunch of other rich people.
Yeah.
So before you go out and buy your first jet.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look, so I'm watching this. I'm kind of looking at 80s, but again, I do think like so far the range this morning has been choppy. It hasn't been easy. Hey, well, good luck, Jay.
Yeah, have fun on your vacation.
Yeah. Are you guys red or green so far today? I think I'm slightly red now after my last trade. Slightly red. What size do you trade the 50K evals? It depends. I usually try to build up a cushion. I bought Lucid right now, so end of day drawdowns allow me to build up a cushion and then take larger risks once I have that cushion. And so really I try to make a couple $100 first, and then if we do that successfully, then we scale up our size and take larger risks because we have a larger drawdown, a larger cushion on the day, so to speak. And that's why Lucid's great. Use coupon code BGT. Again, they have super cheap options. Direct to funded is great. You can get, if you haven't used your 50% off, you can get 50% off a direct to funded account on Lucid. Use code BGT, beginner trading BGT, or maybe not beginner trading, I don't know. Great way to help support the channel. I will put that link up. You can also use it on Apex, which does have the 5-pack bundle deal. You can get accounts for like freaking $17 each right now. And so you can use Tradeify, has some great stuff. They have their select plan going on. Take profits, great for beginners. There's the link if you want to check it out. Great way to help support the channel. They are affiliate links, so I'm biased, of course, but good morning, Gandhi. Is that my new name? On vacation, said I wasn't going to trade today, but I like the abuse. Which one is best for beginners? I think take profit is really good for beginners, to be honest, Jimmy. I think they're all good. I mean, for beginners, I would just trade small accounts. I think there's a very low chance that a beginner is going to pass an eval and get to payout. And so I think as a beginner, you have to use it kind of like as a training tool, so to speak. I think that's where it makes the most sense. I think if you're experienced and you want big payouts and stuff like that, I mean, you can use all of them. All 4 of those are pretty freaking reliable. But I like Lucid. I like all of them, but Lucid is the one that I find myself on just because end of day drawdown options and more, Why are you so bullish today? Swing trading's the best for beginners. Well, I mean, investing, if we're really talking about what's really the best for beginners and markets in general, investing is really the easiest. I mean, you can, statistically, markets are going to go up long term. Let's see what happens at the 200 exponential, though, right here, because the NASDAQ's starting to rebound back up, potentially hitting the 200 EMA. But if we're talking really what's best for beginners, investing has the biggest statistical edge versus day trading specifically, So yeah, so is that true? The Jono says Nvidia trading alert. Mark Stevens, the second largest Nvidia shareholder and board member since 2008, just dumped $186 million worth of Nvidia shares.
I don't know if it is or not. I'm just...
Yeah, let's take a look. I mean, Nvidia's bouncing back, so it must not have been recent. That might have been late Friday. The NASDAQ's right at this 200 EMA. I almost want to short this again here. We'll try to short but one contract, and then we'll add to it. So very, very, very small trade. If it doesn't work, it's small.
John, how many accounts have you passed the eval?
Oh, I mean, a lot. I have no idea. but a bunch.
I was gonna say probably too many to keep track of.
Yeah, I don't keep track of how many times I pass it. You know, I churn and burn those things sometimes, but I pass some too, you know. Chop Wednesday, Thursday is the trade. Yeah, I mean, Wednesday we got the ADP monthly report. Tomorrow we have JOLTS. Thursday we have NFP, Tesla delivery numbers, unemployment numbers, and more. So we got a lot of stuff dropping on Thursday specifically this week. And then the market's closed Friday. Remember, guys, the market is closed on Friday. So it's a short week. It's a short week. So, yeah, I mean, the mix of NFP data at the end of the week, unemployment data at the end of the week, jobs data, you know, throughout the week. Again, every single day this week outside of today, we have a labor report or a jobs report of some sort. So every single day this week, we have a labor report or a jobs report of some sort. The biggest, you know, it leads to Thursday. Though Thursday we have the official government jobs report. You know, ADP jobs Wednesday, which is a payroll processor, but it's a private company. Some people say it's more accurate than the actual NFP data. But that comes out on Wednesday, and it's the monthly report, which has a much bigger influence than like the weekly reports that we see. Okay, so my wife and Carol are back now. Oh, Maddie and Carol are back right now. Where's my artisan coffee? You know, where's it at? Oh, it's Starbucks? Okay.
It's not really.
I'm going to give you a rating on this. Let him sleep, dude.
What?
Hey, what's up, Uncle Nelly?
You're trying to wake up the boy?
No, we're not, actually. We're going to let him sleep.
Well, no, yeah. What you just said. That's what I was saying.
Oh, what is that? Ooh. They brought me food. There is not something big happening this week or next week. Is there not something big happening this week or next week? Yeah, I mean, again, NFP data Thursday. Jobs report. In a market that is nervous about inflation, jobs reports are relevant, right? And we've seen negative reactions to hot prints. The last time NFP came out, we had a negative reaction to hot print. And so the question is, and I can go ahead and ask the chat this right now. But does the market react positively or negatively to a high jobs print? What do you guys think? Good or bad reaction to strong jobs? Let me know, because I think that's a question right now leading into a big jobs report week. And I think the good thing is that we have JOLTS this week. We have ADP this week as well. So we'll see kind of where the market, how the market responds to those reports first. And maybe that will give us a picture in how we respond. All right, I got to cut this here. I want to make sure. Oh, this is 9 a.m. scrum. I forgot it was 9 o'clock, guys. So 9 o'clock is here. We're starting to move some. Negative reaction, negative. Negative once they get revised. The biggest thing this week is Nike earnings tomorrow after hours. I don't think that's necessarily big. I mean, do I want Nike to do well? Sure. Am I in Nike long term? Yes. But I don't think it's going to have a big influence over anything, really. Not in broad markets. It might influence retail. It might influence rotations into certain sectors. But it's not going to have like some massive influence over markets. Nike generally does not. Yeah, I got my whole family here staring at me right now, guys. I feel like I'm doing the show for them today. It's your market guru, guys. Y'all are here today, you know.
Are they heckling you?
No, they're just staring at me. My daughter's laughing at me right now. I'm offended by this.
I would be heckling you if I was her.
Wow. How do you think we pay the bills here? Who do you think bought that sandwich you're eating right now? Regardless. Yeah. Yeah, they're lurkers.
They bring you a ham and cheese croissant?
They're the original lurkers here. I don't know what it's something like that. It's a sausage cheddar biscuit or something. Huge negative reaction and weakening jobs market. Stagflation is the worst case scenario. Yeah. John Cena, we can't see you. I know, I'm sorry, guys. I kind of like it, though. You know, I can't lie. What? No.
Gives you like a sense of like security, doesn't it, John?
Yeah, well, I can say whatever I want and nobody can judge my stupid faces. You know?
I'm judging your stupid faces.
I can feel that. You know, I knew you would.
What's up, Keo?
Yeah. Hey guys, we got a lot of people here in chat right now. We got over 1,000 people here. I know some of you guys are sitting at home and you're like, you know what? I don't want to comment on John's stream. I don't want to chat. I just want to listen. I'm driving. I'm at work right now. I'm telling you right now, tell your boss to sit down and say hello in the chat right now. All right, say hello in the chat right now. If you're driving, just a joke for liability reasons, but pull over right now so you can comment in the chat, you know? My daughter's shaking her head at me, you know? Probably justified.
We should have a visible disclaimer for whenever you say stuff like that. If you lose your job, it's not our fault, you know?
Yeah. What's up, Rain? What's up, AT? What's up, Matt? What's up, Danielle or Daniel? What's up, Ranthony? What's up, Mike?
Ranthony?
Yeah. What's up, Sabars? I'm chilling today, John. Tony Tone. Hola, what's up, Knights of whatever? What's up, G? What's up, Corey? What's up, Ski Bum? What's up, Norbert? JP King, my friend. What's up, dude? What's in it for us? You get my love here, you know?
And admiration, you know?
Yeah, y'all don't want to use my love tonight, okay? And so you get my love if you're commenting in the chat. What's up, Swag? I stopped mid-douche just for you, John. I knew you would, bro. I knew you would.
Oh my god. That is commitment.
Chat now, wipe later, you know? my daughter just goes, ooh. I'm sorry. I'm in this trade right now. I'm trying to let it work here for you guys.
I just got to say this, you know, for anybody who actually did give your boss the 1 minute finger while you were watching the stream, that's your fault.
Yeah. Lurker's gonna lurk, that's right. You know. What's up, Amaya? I'm off this week so I can focus on trading. What's up, Wolf? Yeah, I don't know how I'm feeling about this trade. We held support at the 200 exponential and a short-term moving average. I'm hoping we turn back down and we just fake those people out and then we get a squeeze down. But I gotta tell you, I'm not really optimistic here. It's a very small trade, though, because I was going to add to it if it goes in my favor, and it hasn't really yet. That 700 level's holding pretty strong support. It's also right around the 200 EMA. It's also right around a shorter-term moving average, so... Yes, Chase, I am. Soundhound. What's up? Ninth. What's up, dude? Hold your short. Yeah, I'm sitting here. If we reject, I mean, look, longer term, I think, I don't know what we're going to do. We might range, but short term, I think it does look like a short if you zoom out a little bit. So, again, long or short right now, guys, let me know. I'm in a short, so y'all better stay short. Yeah. Would you consider having a stream for options basics for those of us that are brand new? I mean, I'm not an options guru. If you're going to get involved with options, number one, if you're new, I would not sell options. Incredibly risky in the beginning. And it's risky because if you sell short options, that means you're basically betting long. And it can drop, stuff can drop a lot. So just be careful. Learn the Greeks if you're in options. Be really careful if you're doing 0 DTE options. Very, very volatile. Very, very volatile. Short, long. All right, I think I gotta cut it. I'm out. Pretty small day, but I did buy Nvidia though, and Nvidia is moving up a little bit, so we'll see if that holds. Went long at 660s. Just told my boss, leave me alone. I'm listening to John at Beginner Trading. Did I forget to tell you my wife is my boss? I'm not getting any later probably for the rest of the week. Yeah, listen. You know, that's a sacrifice you got to make. Meta has reportedly put strict guidelines restricting engineers from using Claude Code and OpenAI's Codex, according to the information, citing internal documents. Oman's foreign ministry also said two sides discussing strengthening coordination on issues related to the Strait have affirmed a commitment to adhere to international law, apparently. Yeah, we don't have any economic data this week. In the beginning, if you sell, you can do credit spreads to limit your risk. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, give me that banana. This is not a ripe banana at all.
I gave you all hard green banana.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
Is the Cheddar Bay cheddar biscuit at least good?
Oh no, I haven't eaten it yet.
Who goes for the banana first? What a weirdo.
Well, I'm a big believer in breaking your fast with something healthy. You know,
Yeah.
35 to 45 days till expiry. Sell options are safer. Long since 29,680s. All right, guys. So we have 20 minutes until the opening bell. 20 minutes. I think my exit here was good, getting out of the long, or getting out of the short, but we're pretty sideways in rangey today. Dump day, except for Eli Lilly. Yeah, I mean, I'm watching MU today. I mean, obviously, I'm watching SpaceX. SpaceX is starting to give it back. It's at 150s. But it's still better than it was last week. Alright, we're back. I don't know what happened. I'm sorry, guys. I'm at hotel Wi-Fi right now, so I'm at kind of the, you know, I'm on hotel Wi-Fi, but we're back. Can you hear me? Are you guys here? Hello?
Yeah, now.
Okay, yeah, we're back.
I refuse to put up with this.
Well, Brady, you'll sit there and you'll deal with it, bro. I'm expected to go back to 150 or close to SpaceX. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It is a low volume week because of the holiday, but we do have a lot of stuff going on this week, so I'm hoping that will kind of counter some of the low volume trades. I think a lot of people are traveling this week, realistically. We can hear you. What's up, Faye? Yeah, you're good. Okay, thank you. No problems. Max? Yes? All right, cool.
Rub it in, why don't you, John?
Yeah, well, you don't have mobile Starlink? No. I've thought about it, but I don't know how good it is. It honestly might be something I get in the future. I don't know if I travel enough to justify it, but not me. No, they don't have wall outlets here. I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to be specific about where I am, but I'm in the middle of nowhere.
You're not going to tell them about your trip to see the world's largest ball of twine?
Yeah, that's right. The biggest rubber band in the world. That's where we're at right now. You know.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where's Bitcoin? Is Bitcoin moving here? We have 15 minutes. Bitcoin's still over 60 here. Let's see if it holds over 60,000. This week, my goal is to confirm if price action is still range bound. If yes, simply short to rest and buy the support. Yeah, we gapped up. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of news. Specifically, again, just to recap the news, SK Hynix, Samsung were volatile overnight. We had news that Korea is investing $1 trillion into AI. It's the largest AI spending plan ever announced in history. That's moving some stuff, you know. But again, Nvidia lagging a little bit. Oracle is as well. Actually, Oracle's green on the day. I didn't realize it was as green as it is.
The largest in history until the next day when some country decides they want to one-up South Korea.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I'm not heading west, my friend. I'm sorry. I'm actually going north.
There's a lot of middle of nowhere,
Yeah.
you know, out there in the rest of the country.
Yeah, we're going to Michigan is where we're going.
Actually, to be honest, you'd think real estate would be cheaper considering how much open land is actually left when you stop and look at it.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of reasons real estate's not cheap.
Oh, I know.
You know.
Saying lack of supply is not one of them.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. So looking at our polls, 66% bullish today, 34% were bearish. Yeah, it's a long drive. Yeah, we go there every year, once a year. Yeah, I love Michigan, honestly. Michigan's dope, dude. Michigan. Every time I come out here, I see like little baby deer running around and stuff. And I mean, I'm from South Louisiana, so I've seen deer, but they're definitely, I definitely see more when we come out here. It's not super hot, although I heard it is a little bit hotter this year. Nice people, countrysides. It's nice.
I just want to go to the. I've always wanted to check out the Upper Peninsula.
Yeah, that's not where we're going, but yeah.
I know. I wasn't saying you were.
Yeah.
I was just saying specifically I would like to see that. And I saw a deer pulling out of my neighborhood the other day.
Yeah, we see some deer for sure in Louisiana, but yeah. Live here, Michigan, all my life, love it. What's up, John?
Also want to hit up the Wisconsin Dells. Looks awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer in Wisconsin. You know, good food, dude. Good food.
Heck yeah.
Where's
pancakes
yeah.
and cheese.
Yeah, cheese curds. You know.
Yeah.
Apple up to 284s right now. Let's see if Apple continues to hold. Meta was running earlier too. Here's the NASDAQ. 750 seems like a resistance level in the NASDAQ. So we'll see what the opening bell brings us. But
And you're not wrong about that, Max. I mean, so to speak.
yeah, Meta has reportedly put, again, strict guidelines on engineers from using Claude code. I wonder if they just want people to use theirs, or whether there is some more, or whether they're genuinely restricting developers from using AI. Again, Amundi expects the Federal Reserve to keep interest rates unchanged in the coming months. Yeah, I mean, I think we're going to pause rates. I think you have to look at it logically. People always want to make these big bets on rate hikes or cuts, but I think you got to look at it logically. Warsh is in there. He's going to be kind of an opposing person to rate hikes, obviously. And I think we're in a situation where oil prices have eased. It might take some time to see that reflect in inflation data that we get, especially the data the Fed looks at. But I still think it makes the most sense to just have indefinite pausing until 3 or 4 months pass, 2, 3, 4 months pass. I think that makes the most sense to me. I think we're probably going to pause for the next 2 meetings at least. And then towards the end of the year, maybe that's a situation in which we start to see either more pauses, honestly, or rate hikes. I don't know if we're getting cuts this year, but I think that's kind of where I'm looking at in terms of the Fed. Yeah, Claude's dope. Claude's great, Rocket Lab acquisition. Elon's owned 6 billion SpaceX shares. I'm not always right, but when I am, I inverse the chat polls. Okay, nice, Explodus. Mackinac Island? Yeah, I've been to Mackinac. Is there no sound? What's wrong with the sound, bro? Are you saying like sound, like good analysis by John? That's what I'm assuming you're saying.
Or maybe they're talking about like an inland body, inlet body of water. Like the New England Sound or whatever.
Yeah, that might be it.
I don't know why I couldn't get that out. I was just stumbling over my words.
Is silver looking good here? Silver. Yeah, silver, I mean, and gold are kind of, they're down from the highs they were at late last week, but they're still over 4,000 for gold, and silver is still following that trend as well. It's almost to 60. So I'm watching gold for sure today, but a lot of stuff's just choppy heading into the opening bell. We have 12 minutes into the open, so we will see what we get. Hope we don't get F this week. Yeah. Again, what's your plan for the day, guys? Let me know what your plan is for the day, specifically in trading or investing. I'm not talking about what you're doing after the stream, but what's your strategy for today, I guess is what I'm asking here. I'm going to look for range breaks. We've got a lot of ranges in pre-market that look kind of tempting to attack the break of, but we could continue ranging here. So we get more confirmations in ranging or like pivots back into specific ranges. Maybe I can look for that as well. Why is Bitcoin green? Oh, that's on the Sailor News. Shorting Bitcoin in strategy. Sit back and watch big dip, buy. If not, nothing. Optimizing my algos. Shorting Bitcoin. MU. Wait for boundaries to be formed, then buy in the money vertical calls and puts to make money on time decay. Hey, good luck, Sublime. Strategy equals survive. Yeah. I don't think that's a bad strategy. I think that's the base strategy. It's kind of like jiu-jitsu. In jiu-jitsu, when you're a white belt, you're just supposed to survive and just learn how to have defense. I think you have to be defensive more in trading, especially in the beginning. My daughter's side-eyeing me again right now on this.
You better stop that.
I look at Manny. She's just judgy. She's just judgy, you know?
It's the perpetual condition of the teenage girl.
Maddie, I've got all the dirt on you. If I wanted to tell the world that right now, dude, I could, you know? I've got all the dirt. As the young people say, all the tea on Maddie.
Nobody says that.
Nobody says that?
What
Okay.
they say now?
Maddie says it's not cool anymore.
It's not cool because you just said
It's not cool because I said it?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why I
cool
said
like,
it.
Was it cool like 6 months ago?
I don't know, dude. I really don't know. I've never used it. Protect capital, yeah, for sure.
No, I sound old, but I hate modern slang.
Yeah. Here in Michigan, we have a heat advisory for the next 2 days. Yeah, last year we came up there hoping it would be cool and it was hot. So. All right, guys, we got 10 minutes until the opening bell. 10 minutes. Let's see what we get today. Stream goes in and out. I mean, I know it went out once. Has it continued to go in and out, chat, or has it just been once?
As it continued. I think it's happened once or twice.
Stream is fine. I have onk status. Nah, stream is fine. Yeah. Just once? Okay, good. No? Alright, cool. Yeah, we're sitting here at 4060s on gold right now. I'm still watching the NASDAQ. I'm still going to look at the NASDAQ at the open. But NASDAQ is starting to bleed a little bit back down. 29,700s seems to be a support level. I'm not going to buy it. It's too middle range of the recent range to buy this on the NASDAQ. But hold on. Look, that's a drop here. Let me make sure there's no news. Nothing influencing things.
Home purchase loans dropped to a 12-year low.
Rising U.S. inflation brings persistent overshoot into focus. Yeah, nothing really that I'm seeing here. Strong jobs data could boost rate hike bets. Bank of America expects 110,000 jobs in NFP data in June, supported by resilient labor data. Bank warns of downside risks, but says a strong payroll report would strengthen its forecast for 3 Fed hikes in 2026. So some hawkish bets may be coming through here. Let me see where this is centralized at. There's the NASDAQ. Here's NVIDIA. Looks like it's pullbacks in memory. MU dipping a little bit. MU is technically red, but it's pretty flat ahead of this report. So gold is showing some strong action. Stream is fine in League City. Hey, what's up, dude? My Texan friend. One of Tom. That's it? Yeah. We have the NFP report Thursday this week. We have ADP monthly report Wednesday. We got JOLTS tomorrow. And then we also have Tesla delivery numbers on Thursday as well. 9 o'clock. All right, guys. So the market on open data should release in about 3 minutes. We might get some volatility from it. We might not. But this is where we're sitting right now on the NASDAQ. We're at 29,690s here. So let's see if this market holds, but S&P rejecting value area high on the hourly chart. Busy week. Yeah, we got a lot of data this week for sure. Where's SpaceX right now? Let's see what it does. 156s. All right, guys. 2 minutes before the market on open data. There's MU. There's Nvidia. Yeah, I don't know about the Iran things, NC. I think it could be either way, to be honest here. I think markets are honestly moving less on that type of stuff now. Like we've had 3 months of it now, and I think every single weekend we get either like a deal potentially getting signed, more escalation, less escalation. Oil prices have stopped reacting as much as well. Like if you look at oil here, and the market on open data drops in about 1 minute, but here's oil prices. They're right at 70s. So oil prices are just moving less as well. The range is smaller for sure. Think things will drop because of the Iran? I don't know. All right, guys, here's the market on open data in 40 seconds. Yeah, oil's trying to go green. You can see that light blue line on the chart. It's the previous closing price. And so it's the level at which markets go from green to red, red to green. Yeah, they're supposed to meet in Doha tomorrow, OT. We'll see how that goes. We should get updates there sometime tomorrow morning, or by tomorrow morning. All right, so we're at 70.25s right now. 70.26s. All right, guys, here's the market on open data right now. Let's see what it does. Let's look at the NASDAQ. All right, NASDAQ's actually been fading down a little bit here. Still in that range. Yeah, so far a negative reaction to the market on open data. All right, we're at 665s right now on the NASDAQ. 660s almost. We had Sailor news earlier, specifically news about, let me find it. We had news earlier that Strategy announced $1 billion digital credit securities purchase and $1 billion Class A common stock repurchase. But so far, we're getting negative reactions from the market on open data. So we are so far negatively reacting to this here.
Let's see. Brazil's Petrobras says Buzios field reached production level of 1.2 million barrels of oil per day on Friday, a new all-time high.
Yeah, I think what's moving markets right now is just the market on open data.
Oh yeah, I don't think it's moving anything. I just like to update about oil production.
Okay, yeah, yeah, no, that's good to do. All right, we're at 650s right now, the NASDAQ. So we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red candles. 8 red candles so far heading into the opening bell. So the last 10 minutes basically have been pretty red in the NASDAQ. We'll see if we pick up a little bit now.
Sounded just like the Count from Sesame Street.
Yeah. Yeah. Told you to hold your short, John. Yeah, you might not have been wrong here, brother. Sitting in the office, may sell Bitcoin. All right, guys, here we go. We got the opening bell in 3 minutes. Let me know, are you bull or bear right now? Are you bullish or bearish for the opening bell? We did a poll earlier. 66% of people were bullish. We're down to...
But
yeah, we're back. We're back, Brett. Sorry, dude.
You should be sorry.
I know, bro. I don't know what happened. We're here. Again, I'm on
I don't care. I was just asking them. I'm just curious if I'm sure they cannot whenever you lose signal, but I was just curious if they could still hear me at all.
Yeah, like I said, we're running a fiber optic connection once we're in Michigan, today will be in Michigan. So this is the only stream we got to use hotel Wi-Fi for. So basically, we'll be back. Hotel Wi-Fi is a hater. I don't know if there's any news. We had the market on open data influence things, but we're back.
Well, you know, in other news, I get to rebuild a front end today.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, we're back, guys. We're back. I'm
I
on
can't hear you.
I'm on hotel Wi-Fi. You can't hear me.
Now I can.
Okay, yeah, we're here, dude. We're here. All right, guys. Here's the opening bell. We got 1 minute left. 1 minute.
Okay, I mean, I figured y'all probably couldn't. I was just curious. I mean, if I can fill dead air, I should, you know?
Yeah, here's the bell right now. 45 seconds. I saw mostly bulls in chat right now. Mostly bulls. I didn't see many bears. There's some bears out there, but
I'm bullish, I think, you know?
yeah. All right, guys, here we go. All right, 20 seconds.
And with the music they say.
Nah, he's talking about the song. Hey, what's up, Jeremy, my friend? What's up, dude? All right, guys, here's the opening bell in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, that's loud. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so far NASDAQ is red. Or no, I'm sorry, NASDAQ is green, I mean.
Seeing a pretty decent green candle, but it's getting pushed back down. Ooh,
Yeah.
now it's red.
Yeah, now it's definitely red. Big reversal here. That at 29.5s at the opening bell here. Look at this drop.
I don't like it.
Might just buy the NASDAQ. Good luck, Kevin. Yeah, Nvidia just dumped here. I might average in more if I, like, long-term, guys. I'm holding this long-term. I have no idea what it's going to happen. Like I said earlier, I think a thesis for Nvidia is that long-term is probably fine, but we might experience a correction or, like, some type of big chip fear in between now and long-term. So we did hold at the 200 exponential here, so I'm guessing the NASDAQ's bouncing back up some. Let's see, though. We hit the VWAP too on the NASDAQ. What time is it? So we have 1 minute since the open. Software for the win. SpaceX. Check it out. Yeah, SpaceX getting added to the NASDAQ next week. SpaceX is up since the opening bell. Almost to 160s. We're at 158 right now. Nvidia actually bouncing back up. It's almost to 194s. S&P tagged VWAP in London low. Yeah, Aaron, I see it. Almost 159s. Yeah, SpaceX just broke 159s. It's really running right now, so. The NASDAQ doing? Yeah, it looks like it's heading for 160 on SpaceX. NASDAQ rebounding back up too. And you can get a little bit of a lag between like Nvidia and other really heavily weighted stocks in the NASDAQ. It looks bullish though. What are we, 3 minutes into the day? I don't know if I should break my rules while I'm traveling or not. That's a pretty green open though, dude.
Probably wouldn't, considering the fact your internet connection keeps dropping out.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I say keep. It's not happening super often, but it could cost you.
Yeah, for sure. All right, I broke my rules, guys. I'm in a trade, but I'm taking profit right now. I'm going to sell quickly, though, but let's see if it goes up. All right, I'm going to start to cut this now. Hold 1 maybe, and then add back if it goes in my favor. So we made all our money back. Might add more to it. It's kind of running into a wall up here, though. But it seems optimistic. There we go. Britt's the voice of reason. Britt really is the voice of reason.
I'm a very reasonable guy, you know?
I mean, I'm very green on this trade, but I still probably shouldn't have taken it. There we go. I'm going to cut it right there. Yeah, we're nicely green on the day here. Attacking the long at the opening bell. Britt was still right, though, just to clarify.
I was going to say he acknowledges my good advice and then goes against it anyway.
That's right. Inverse Brit right now, guys. Inverse Brit.
Yeah, well, I mean, you won on it, so maybe it's a good strategy.
Well, in trading, you would think that, but that's not always the case. Sometimes you take bad trades that you make money on.
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching 770s up here at the top.
It's basically what happened to me every time I made money on that last eval.
Yeah, I just saw some bullish momentum here, you know? Yeah. A rare greedy W. Alright, here's a dip. Should I buy this dip? I kind of want to. It's a little late, though. I think we might run without me.
Well, thank you, Fender. If I'm taking that the right way.
Yeah. Alright, so here's a pullback. We got a lot of support down here, though. Alright, I'm gonna take 2 right here. Maybe 3 down here, and that's it. Alright, there we go. I'm hoping the Bulls can prop us up this morning, but it is a shortened holiday week, so...
New home prices fall below existing homes for first time ever. I'm only reading that just because I'm curious if anyone can tell me what that portends.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna have to.
Thing.
I'm gonna have to sell this pretty soon here if it doesn't bounce at the short-term moving average and the 200 exponential. Yeah, I gotta get out. Big turnaround here. Big fake out. Yeah, again, I maybe breaking my rules today. I didn't get enough sleep. I blame my sleep. That's what I blame it on.
Oh, so that's why?
Yeah, that's why. It's not my fault. It's my sleep's fault.
Yeah.
Now we're kind of turning red here. Let's see if we get a little rebound back up. But
See you later, Faye. Have a great day.
I think red's getting, or longs are getting squeezed down now. Still falling here, guys. Wow. I did take a long at this last low here. I'm going to add to this and then hold it close to break even, see if we get a bounce. Alright, I'm gonna start to cut it flat on the rest. Yeah, I'm gonna get out flat on the rest. We made money on the trade. We're still down on the day though, but we made money on that trade. I don't know, honestly, these are kind of chip volatility, or this is kind of chip volatility. Here's SpaceX. So SpaceX just dipped under 180.58. Here's MU though. MU is what's dumping here. So memory plays are falling. MU specifically falling down. MU just broke under 190s. But we could get chopped leading into the jobs reports this week. But MU crack lows. Might start to rebound back up. How are you guys doing since the opening bell? Hopefully y'all are doing better than I do. Watch MU though. MU turns under 1090s. It could drag everything else down. So, let's see. Very range bound open. I'm going to look for some ranges here. See if we get some breaks. Let's see if we get some drops now. We're at the top of the range. Down 2K because of MU. Fake out city right now. Yeah, we're going up and down and up and down and up and down. Alright, we're back. I'm sorry, guys. My internet keeps cutting out. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I was talking that whole time, too.
I know. Honestly, dude, my internet keeps cutting out.
Don't feel bad. I actually was not talking.
Yeah. Stream was still good, though. No, the stream stays up, right? Like, I have it programmed to where the stream stays up, but... Are you guys back? Can you guys hear me today?
They were never gone.
Yeah.
But I can hear you, so I'm sure they can.
You missed out on 8K wisdom. You missed out on Brit's wisdom.
My witty repartee, you know?
Yeah, that's right. Spacex back up to 158, so... Yeah, I think I might have lost an account, though, when it went out. Shoot.
Oh, damn, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it happens. It might be my sign. I'm going to go ahead and close it down, guys. My internet's just wonky right now. So y'all be safe in this market. Again, if you want to help support the channel, check out, Apex has 90% off sale going on right now. So I'll do a shameless plug real quick before I shut it down. Apex has 90% off sale. You can get 5 accounts for $85 each. $85 for 5. That's $17 each. If you want end of day drawdowns, $175 for 5. Great way to learn. Most day traders lose, guys, so it's a great way to learn when most day traders lose. You can check out Apex right here. help support your boy here in this channel. And
Take advantage of this insider deal, you guys. Only available to select, customers or whatever.
yeah, they're affiliates of mine.
Viewers of John.
Yeah, for sure. They're affiliates of mine, so I'm biased, of course. I get paid by them. Check out Lucid as well. End of day drawdowns and everything. Again, Tradeify has select option, which is really nice. Lucid Flex. The rules once you're funded in a Lucid Flex are some of the best rules in funding, for sure. So y'all be safe. I'm going to get out of here. Use coupon code BGT. You want to help support the channel. Like I said, I'm traveling right now, guys, so I'm going to go ahead and just shut it down. My internet keeps cutting out. We'll have a fiber optic internet connection tomorrow. But love to everybody
Bye,
here.
everybody.
Yeah, y'all have a great day. I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Yep, and thanks for the nice wishes, Keo. I saw that. That
Yeah.
was very nice of you.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate the love. Thanks so much. Michigan, here we come. Later, guys.
Yep. Later, everybody.